In Project Arrhythmia, there are lots of random things, from bullets and bombs that are being spread all across the screen to randomly picked level sections. You can specify random values for position, rotation and scale of objects using the PA level editor, but there's also a hidden random option that has been in the game for a very long time. It doesn't appear in the editor and therefore is not available for level creators, but it has some pretty interesting secrets, and today we're gonna find out more about it. If you open any PA levels file and look at some of the object's random values, you may notice something strange. Let me show you what exactly is so weird about it. In a brand new level, let's create 4 normal objects and choose 4 different random options for all of them. The first option is called none. It means that the value won't be randomized at all. The second option is called normal. It means that a random value will be picked from the range between the 2 specified minimal and maximal values. The third option is called toggle. It means that the value will be either minimal or maximal value. The fourth option is called scale. It means that the original values will be multiplied by a random number from the range between minimal and maximal values. Then, we're gonna save the level, open level folder, and then open level.lsb file in the text editor. We have to look at the object's events. The first events are those position keyframes we just changed in the editor. Random options are specified in R keys. The first object doesn't have an R key, so it's equal to 0 by default. Next, the second object has an R key, and it's equal to 1, which means that it uses the normal random option. The third object uses the toggle option, and technically, the third object's R key should be equal to 2, but for some reason, it's equal to 3 instead. Same for the fourth object, it says R key is equal to 4, and it uses scale option. But why is 2 missing? Did the developer of the game just decide to skip it, or is there something more interesting about it? The only way to answer this is to look at the game's source code. I'm not gonna show any of the original code itself, since it's and most likely no one will at all. Instead, I'm just gonna explain it in a much simpler way. Here you can see the way random works when you apply it, for example, to a position keyframe. When the key is equal to 1, the value is being picked from the range between min and max random values, and if the random interval is specified, it's gonna round this value to the interval. When the key is equal to 3, the value is going to be either min or max. When the key is equal to 4, the value is gonna be multiplied by a random number from the range between min and max multiplier, and also it's gonna be rounded to the interval if it's specified. The most interesting thing is, when the key is equal to 2, it works exactly like the normal random option, but it always uses a random interval of 1. It means that the value is being picked from the range between min and max random values, but it's always gonna be rounded to a whole number. This option is officially called snap, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Since this option is not available in the editor, but still exists in the game's code, we still can access it by modifying level.lsb file in the text editor. Let's change the R key of object 2's position keyframe to 2 instead of 1, save the file, and open the level in the PA editor. When you click on the object 2's position keyframe, it looks like a keyframe with the normal random option. The random icon, however, stays the same as the previous one because there's basically no such an icon for this option. Let's compare the snap option's behavior to the normal option. The black square has a position keyframe with normal option, and the blue one has the same keyframe, but with snap option instead. There's also a line of squares that are positioned from 1 to 10. As you can see, the object with the normal option can pick any position, but snap can only pick the whole ones. This option is pretty much useless right now, since you can achieve the same behavior by setting the random interval to 1. But why would this option exist in the game if it's not used anywhere and even hidden from the editor? January 12, 2019, the Project Arrhythmia version 3.8.48 update gets released. One of the main changes in the update was the overhaul of the randomization system. Before the update, there was only the normal random option, and it didn't even have the random interval, but after the update, there were 5 of them. 4 of them are still present in the game. None, normal, toggle and scale. But one of those options was snap. Its R key was equal to 2, and its behavior was exactly the same as the one I just demonstrated to you. It worked out as a replacement for the random interval that didn't even exist back then. But 3 months later, on April 3, version 3.9.1 was released. It introduced a random interval, which meant that there was no need for the snap random option anymore, so it was just removed from the editor, but it wasn't removed from the game's code for the sake of backward compatibility with older levels. There are lots of interesting secrets in Project Arrhythmia, which most of the people may not even think about. Today we found out about the hidden snap random option that has been in the game since 2019, but was replaced with the random interval and eventually removed. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more interesting PA secrets.